Is someone going to read the minutes from the last meeting?
Like a document. I couldn't get to
I have them.
my tablet. So sorry.
Sure. Denise is going to read them.
Okay. The meeting began at 6:05. Those that were in person attendance were Denise Conti, Michelle Peepers, Kate Mercier, Nita Abbott, Candace Ribeiro, Paula Lapitte, and Jen Crosby. In virtual attendance was Janice Book. Absent was Terry Leprod and Helen Hurton. Janice read the meeting minutes from July. Denise made a motion to accept the minutes with a second by Michelle. Janice also read the minutes for August. Kate made a motion to accept the amended minutes with a second by Nita. Director's report. New hours started Saturday, September 7th, 2021. Patrons were lined up ready for the library to open. The BOH has mandated mask wearing and 6-foot social distancing within public buildings in town again. Programs that are being offered are still being held outside. Book group went well in person in the community room. Play groups are being held outdoors on Wednesdays and Fridays. The internet use policy has been updated with an acceptable use section as required by the state in order for us to circulate the wireless hotspots. Candace complimented Jen for creating the internet use policy. Kate made a motion to accept the internet use policy with a second by Candace. Hotspots come filtered, but patrons can get filters taken off over the age of 18. Financial report for state aid is almost completed. It is due October 1st, 2021. A signature from the trustee chair or vice chair will be needed. New trustee update. Jen has subscribed new trustees to the MBLC trustee mailing list and sent along pertinent links and information they may find useful. Jen also updated the trustee members. The library's subscription to Hoopla was officially launched. Promotional information and links on the website will go out this week to promote usage. Trustee/friends account update. New York Life Securities account is now $31,165.96, a $75.42 increase from the month before. The account has gained $1,165.96 since opening in March. There is $1,495.15 in the Alice Stewart Garden account after a deposit of $509.85 from GoFundMe. Trustees, duties and responsibilities informational sheet was passed out. The board was still looking for a secretary and Michelle volunteered to fill the position. Kate nominated Michelle as secretary and Candace seconded. Kate also made a motion to accept the trustee duties and responsibilities as amended with a second by Candace. Warrants. $693.55 went to Baker and Taylor, Blackstone Publishing, and Quick Case LLC. $3,537.69 to Otelco, Baker and Taylor, Blackstone Publishing, and England Entertainment. Other information. Book sale is September 18th through the 25th. Leah Condon has been organizing it and is looking for volunteers. Volunteer sheet was passed out around. Next meeting will be October 12th, 2021. Paula made a motion to adjourn the meeting with a second by Michelle. The meeting was adjourned at 6:58 p.m. Respectfully submitted, Paula.
Are there any amendments?
There was something when I read in the beginning that was, what was it? Something was up here.
Those that were in.
Oh, that was those that were in person attendance.
Oh, and
Personal?
then in person, and then there was virtual attendance. So In person.
In
So should I
in
have
person.
to like?
Maybe like a little
Okay,
hyphen.
I get it. When I read it, I went, oh, but yeah.
Yeah,
in-person
that makes
attendance.
sense.
Yeah, now it makes sense.
Yeah, it looked funny to me too.
Funny too.
The one thing that I noticed, and it's not Vicky, but Michelle, on Ellen and then there's a couple that's moved up to us.
Oh, I went
Oh,
back
okay.
and I was like looking to see, because I wasn't sure.
What else, Michelle?
Okay, that's good to
I
remember.
learned the hard way, so.
Okay, so no other adjustments? Someone want to make a motion to include the adjustments in the motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as amended. Okay.
Someone seconding it?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We are on to the library director's report.
Okay, I don't have a whole lot for tonight. Our mobile hotspots are finally live and available for checkout. I am researching and will probably purchase, it's called Mango Language Learning. It's a database subscription for online language learning. I've been working on a big project to weed out our nonfiction, and one of the things I looked at were all of our language learning books. And I was thinking to myself, it's really hard to learn a language from a book. And I know of this database, a lot of libraries use it, and I figured I'd look into it, and we've got the grant funding. And it comes out to about $900 a year to have it. And they have, I think, 26 languages that you can learn. So it really has like this big scope of languages, because you can't possibly have every single book for every single language that someone's going to come in and want something, Mandarin or something kind of that we normally wouldn't carry here. This allows them access to get on and learn, and it's very conversational, which I like. I was kind of playing around with it, and they teach you like actually useful things that you would need to know, if you were visiting a country that spoke a different language. And they even teach you like little tidbits on like their texting skills and, different little niches of like Oktoberfest. Like they go into this big thing in Germany about Oktoberfest and how to, all their different little cultural differences, which is kind of cool. They also have a children's version, which is like another $1,000 a year. I talked with Janice about it. She's not super keen on the idea. She doesn't think people would use it enough to make it worth spending $1,000 a year. So I think I'm going to try to do the Mango. At least try it for a year and see how people like it. And hopefully it'll be a great resource for our patrons, and then I can get rid of all those old books that nobody's taking out. And, another thing is we have all of the language learning audio CDs, but a lot of people don't have a CD player anymore. Coming up with that problem lately where people are like, oh, I don't have one in my car. And if I don't have one at home, how am I supposed to listen to this? So this gives people the streaming capability on their phone also. So you can do it through your phone. You can stream it through your car. If you're driving and you want to work on your language learning while you're driving, they say you can just set it and let it go. Sure.
You mentioned the grant. Do you still have money from a grant?
We
available?
do. Yep, we have last year's state aid grant, which I haven't gotten an update on, but we still have, I think, around 8,000 or 9,000 left from that. So this would definitely cover the cost of that. It covers the cost of our hoopla that we recently purchased. And that's basically what it's for. It's all for materials and things that people can check out or use online. So we definitely have the money. I think it's a good option to try
I'm
out.
gonna ask-
Oh, you're
Jen, I'm going to interrupt you for a minute. As your father away from the PC, you have to speak up, because if I can't hear you, they're not going to hear you on the when they're trying to tape either.
Okay, we'll try to speak up a little bit. So that fund, we were just talking about the funding coming out of our state aid money that we still have left from we received last fiscal year. So we'll be using that money to support it and see how it goes.
Does it have Polish?
Yes, it does.
Awesome.
It's amazing how much they have, and it's a lot of fun to play around with too. Me and Emma were trying it out. She gave us little login codes, and it's pretty neat. They give you even an option to record yourself, so you can hear how you're pronouncing things. So like, you definitely can't get that from a book, you know. So it's kind of cool. We've been having a lot of fun with it, and I think people would really enjoy it. And they also have English as a second language option, so you can kind of flip it. So if you speak Polish, you can then go into the English language learning, and everything will be directed to you in Polish. So we, you know, I don't know if we don't have a ton of call for that here in Granby, but there is some people that have been interested in English as a second language, especially with some of the kiddos in town in the schools. So it's
So do
something.
you interlibrary loan this, or is this specifically just for Granby?
This will be based on, that's a really good question. It will be based, I believe, on their barcode prefix on your library card. So you'd have to have a Granby library card in order to get online and access it.
Will it be like an app?
Yes. So you get the app on your phone, or you can do it on your computer. You can do it on a tablet. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can access it. So I haven't played with the app yet, but I've done the online, and that's pretty cool. That one I think is the most immersive, because you have more options to download things and print stuff out.
How will you advertise that it's available?
That was another thing. Janice and I have actually been talking about creating a flyer that we can hand out to people that kind of lists all of our new stuff, because we have so many new things available that I feel like, you know, how are we going to get this out to people? So I was thinking about doing it because we have the Hoopla, we'll have the Mango, the Hotspots, our Scholastic Teachables. We have actually a couple of new library passes for museums. So I'm thinking about doing a flyer, and then that way we can hand that out here. We can post it to our website. We can email it out to the friends listing, Facebook, all that stuff. Try to get the word out, because we really want people to start using. I can go in and see how people are using it, and you know what the call is for the usage, and get some really good ideas on what people are looking for if they use it. So that's what we want to try to do, is get the usage out of it.
Do you maintain a Facebook page? I'm sorry if I just haven't seen it.
We do. We have one for the Friends of the Library, and that's where I post all of like our programming, all of our updates through that. We don't really have one for the library itself, but kind of all encompassing. So if you search Friends of Granby Library, you should be able to find it. And I know sometimes I try to post on like Good News Granby, but it doesn't always let me through that. Like if you're an organization, it doesn't always let you share things out to other groups. I'm not really sure
that
why.
page too, the administrator has to allow it. So they actually see everything first. 'Cause
Okay.
I run pages, not that one, the other one. You have to allow it. And if you don't, just say decline, it won't be posted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I've done it a
That's
couple
probably what's
times,
happening.
but I'm not really sure how.
yeah.
It's like magic.
Right?
Yeah, Mark Bale had wrote back to us once telling us like something didn't go through correctly, and I was like,
Right, he must be one of the administrators.
yeah. So I'll try to share things out that way, because that would be a wonderful way to get people to see what we have and to start using it.
It would, for sure.
It's nice to have it, but if no one uses it, it's not, it doesn't serve its purpose.
Circling back, what are the new passes for?
Yes, that was actually my next thing. Our friends voted at their last meeting to add in the Boston Museum of Science pass this
Oh,
year.
wow.
We had the aquarium pass, of course, during COVID, and it didn't get used as much, but the Museum of Science pass offers like a half pass. So it gives you 3 days out of the week. I think it's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays that people can get in on those particular days for free. And you get the little passes to give people. And it was half the price. So we figured, you know, $300, you really can't go wrong. And people do have options to go. There's a weekend option, and a couple of weekday options, and it was a lot cheaper than getting the full 7-day passes. So we're gonna try that one. And the other ones that we got that are new are the Springfield Museum. We got that one back. Finally, we got that one back, and Old Sturbridge Village is back in circulation here. So if you guys are looking to go places, I have lots of passes.
Yeah, Old Sturbridge Village is doing stuff for Halloween.
Oh, really?
They are, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And
We'll have
then
to
they
look
have a
into it.
great Thanksgiving and Christmas thing.
Oh, awesome. I spent so much money on my daughter's costume. I told her she needs to wear it multiple times. We're getting the money's worth out of this
You do,
costume.
You need like a whole month worth of Halloween.
Yeah, you know,
Sure.
we went this past weekend and she's like, isn't it a little early? I'm like, nah, it is October.
Alright.
It's never too early for trick or treating. Although then we eat all this candy we don't need, but anyhow, so that's what we have going on with the Friends. The book sale's over. We are trying to donate out the rest of our books so we can start using
So is
community room.
everything in the community room free now?
Yeah, so we kind of opened it up that if people want to take the leftovers for free, they're welcome to. Otherwise, we are going to donate them out to different charities, and it's just hard to get people to take them right now. People aren't taking them like they used to.
Any idea how much they raised?
They raise over $2,600 altogether since we opened in June. We started it in June. If you could each take one. I don't know if there's enough. Somebody might have to share. Okay, COVID friendly, but share from a distance.
Go to see it.
So this is the report from Leah on the trustee accounts. Just a little update, the New York Securities account is actually down.
Yeah.
It went down $561 in September, which is a little rough. We had made over,
Everybody's a cut my way.
Yeah, everything went down.
Everything
Yeah.
went down.
It'll bounce back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm hoping, you know, it looks a little scary, but
Yeah.
that's what happens, I guess.
Mhm.
And our starting balance was 30,000, so we're at 30,633, which still isn't bad. Our savings account is currently at 3,770.59, and the CD is at $33,041.79. So aside from that little hit, not too bad. We're doing good.
So Jen, does Leah manage all of this?
Yeah, so she manages all of the Friends because she's the treasurer of the Friends group. So
Okay.
she manages all of the Friends accounts, and these accounts here are trustee accounts that the Friends hold with the trustees. So it's kind of a group joint effort.
She's the investor, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, she's the one that does all the
She's the money savvy person.
keeping track. Yes.
She's had meetings at this trying to make decisions. So I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
No, I don't
No.
Yeah, so the trustees vote on what to do with the funding, and then she basically controls, she does all the stuff for us behind the scenes and gives us this beautiful report every month to kind of keep up to date with everything. She does a great job.
Yeah.
Which is a lot to keep track of.
I know.
There was money just like in, like a bank account, she's not so actively.
So we should put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Make them-
Okay, you have anything else, Jen?
Nope, I just have our warrants, so if anyone else has anything.
Was, do you know if she was able to send out those thank you notes? She offered to do thank you notes for the GoFundMe that.
Thank you. Oh, I will find out. I'll follow through. I think she did, because she had sent me a couple of emails asking for the information to send to them. And I did actually get one sent back to me in error, so she must have sent them all out. Someone brought it here and they were like, this went to the wrong house.
Oh.
But that was sweet. But yeah, so she must have gotten that all taken care of.
So she offered to do it. Okay, thank you.
She's wonderful. What would we do without Leah?
No.
Told her she's not allowed to leave us ever. No pressure. Does anyone else have any questions for me?
What's going on with the grounds and the, I don't know what that project's
Yellow
called.
Stewart project.
Yes, right now it's kind of on pause. I know Janet Hartley had a few concerns about how the rock was set out on the side. So they're just going to make sure that it's secure before we can go letting people sit on it. So I know that was probably the last that I heard.
We have an update to that.
Do you?
We
Great.
were out there working because there's an area like, there's the rock and then there's that one circular area where we've been planting. We were just turning the soil over to get ready for the planting. And then Janet.
Janice,
Janet.
Janice came out and sat on the rock and it all shifted, like, so, yeah, it's not
Yeah, it's
secure.
not stable.
And so we reached out to Dave and Dave was just beginning a 2-week vacation. So we have to wait for him to come back to move that rock.
That
Because
section,
Okay.
that
Janet
section of
said
the
that
road,
it was, an analysis yard, it was in the ground like about 6 inches.
yeah,
So, and then they just put it on the top here,
Yeah.
so they're gonna have to dig.
right, yeah.
So the safety rope for tape is kind of broken and on the ground, so.
Okay, maybe we can get that redone, just to keep people from jumping on it.
Yeah, the rocks.
Well, we did kind of move it around so that it's not chippy anymore.
Okay,
The
great.
three of us did,
For
yeah.
now, at least.
Wow.
That's a heavy rock.
No, it wasn't the whole rock, it was just one end of it, the broken end,
Okay.
so,
It's
Keep an eye on
it's
it.
been
yeah.
a work in progress.
Yes,
It's been very slow, with volunteers and Janet Hartley was trying to decide what to do and what she did. And then, once we figured out that the rock is not stable, everything's on hold because you still need to put heavy equipment in there to move it. So we really don't want to be planting it. Actually, it's been a very slow process.
Okay, so do we have anything else for other before Jen does the warrants? Okay, Jen, you're up.
Okay, so we have two warrants. One is in the amount of $2,865.10. It's for Baker and Taylor, Blackstone Publishing, and Ingram Entertainment. And the other is for $2,647.10. And that is for Otelco, Baker and Taylor, and Ingram Entertainment also. Do we want to have Paula sign since she's here tonight?
Yes.
Sign me like, wait, I have a pen if you need it.
Yeah, I think that. I was just gonna go and try to.
It doesn't have COVID on it.
Anybody wants to make a motion? Sure.
Motion for Paula to sign.
Can someone make a motion for Paula to sign the warrants?
I'll make a motion.
Someone second it?
Motion that Paula sign
All in favor?
as stated.
I'll second it.
Oh, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Paula, sign away. Okay, any other business? If not, the next meeting is November 9th. We'll keep the Zoom going in case people can't attend. They can attend through Zoom.
Do we need to review the documents you sent us? I know it was the Excel spreadsheet and the.
The other one was just for your records. It's the updated trustee duties that we did last month. So I sent a clean copy with the changes we made on it.
Okay.
So
And-
that's it.
And last month, I had sent out an email about the new orientation online, which is really nice. So you should have all received that. Take it and let us know that you took it. I didn't go through it all the way because it's been a while, but eventually I will. But so I'm not sure at the end if there's a sign or something that you have to click that you took it so you get credit for it. But please, sign in and go through the orientation if you haven't done it yet. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Then I'll say the meeting is adjourned at 6:28.